I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, the weekly comic book show where we take closer, more in-depth looks at the coolest and most happening things going on in comics right now. And on today's show, we're going to be looking at new Suicide Squad issue number 18. Task Force X is on the run and presumed dead. Will they make it through? Let's find out together, shall we?
Alrighty then, so as the comic opens, Harley Quinn regales the rest of her team, and by extension the reader, on how they all managed to fake their deaths last issue. Oh yeah, hey, spoiler, they faked their deaths last issue. You see, it was a huge multi-layered, multi-angled operation put into effect by Adam Reed, heir to the Buddy Reed coffee fortune and well-known world human rights activist. When Reed caught word about the horrible, deplorable conditions members of Task Force X were suffering under, he made it his mission to try and liberate them from Amanda Waller and Belle Rev. This involved sneaking in special spy microphones via the lunch lady and having Harley Quinn pretend to talk to herself, which isn't too much of a stretch because, well, you know she's crazy. Now that Waller thinks they're all dead, Reed wants to spirit the team away to Germany, where a sympathetic doctor is waiting to remove their nanobombs. And after that, well, you know, the team's not exactly sure yet. Some want to go back to living their lives of crime, as you might expect, but others like El Diablo want to stick around with Reed and the coffee company and get a chance at the redemption that Amanda Waller always promised them would be part of the Suicide Squad, but never came. Speaking of the Wall, she's getting reamed out from all of her superiors right now, including the president, and worse still, she's going to have to handpick members for a new squad ASAP. Needless to say, she's in a bit of a testy mood right now, and when the special British delegate comes in and says, hey, you know, just hit me what made the Suicide Squad so great, it's because, you know, you have an eye for scum, you can pick out scum because you're basically scum yourself, Amanda Waller. She flips right the hell out and almost stabs him to death. The team arrives at a Reed family-owned castle to stay the night on their way to Germany. It's there they meet the other half of the team who helped spring them in China. Who are they? Well, they all have names like Death Trap and Kilgore, and yeah, chances are, unless you're a big Wildstorm fan, you don't know who these guys are, but yeah, they're a bunch of colorful mercenaries from the Wildstorm universe. Man, between this issue and the last issue of Grayson, Tim Seeley has been showing more love for Wildstorm than, geez, I don't know who else. Now I know what you're all probably thinking, this is the part where they fight, right? No, in a nice bit of subversion, they go the other way on it completely. The Wildstorm mercs absolutely love the Suicide Squad. They idolize them and they want to party with them, which they do. No, as we discover, the real villain is actually Reed himself, who despite his humanitarian facade is actually a member of the Fist of Cain. That's the German depopulationist cult obsessed with points who, yet again, Tim Seeley created in the pages of Grayson. It seems the cult is in the process of trying to choose a new leader, and well, there's only one way they go about that, by having a big kill-crazy party against a bunch of other hardened killers as the comic ends. New Suicide Squad issue number 18 is a comic that reminded me that just because you're telling a story about a bunch of state-sponsored supervillain killers doesn't mean that it can't also be kinda funny and kinda breezy and kinda quirky at the same time. This really is the Tim Seeley that I love, one who balances serious subject matter with a sense of humor. I wouldn't have pegged him to use his own original villains, the Fist of Cain, for this opening arc, but I gotta say, it was a good choice overall. I'm really excited to see where the story goes from here. I would give this one a most positive 8.5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll feel like checking out some more videos I have on offer here at Cape Joel.